So if you remember from yesterday, I had an unfortunate incident with Evil Lyn. She's all better now, but she had a really rough go of things. So we'll get into that, and I'll show you the clips, and we'll see you on the other side. I did get her to pop open. So this is both of her sides, and then these things. Ooh, these things came out of her. These two are the same. Or these two are the same. This one's different. So I'm just gonna do some science. Let me see what her head looks like. So this is the back, and it kind of looks like, it doesn't look like anything broke. She's got two little holes there, and then all of her pegs look like they're intact. So that's good. Oh no, look, there's one here. One of these things here. So one of those things must go there. This doesn't look like it broke. It just looks like it's missing. So maybe it's just two of those things. But how does that make her arm? Does her arm pop into there? I guess. I don't know. Me, no. So, okay, so it's good that that one didn't break. Yeah, it looks like these are the same. And then on this side, it looks like it has this one with this around it. So I'm going to duplicate that on that side. And then I don't know what the other one was for. It might be for the waist, but that looks pretty big. And so it might be for the head. It might just be for the head. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with it and I'll come back and see what I have. Okay, so this is what the inside of at least Evil Lyn looks like. So she's got these things here, which I showed you that kind of go like that, and then this one is where the waist, where the waist will pop in. Little, almost like a little cup there. My thumb's kind of blocking it. Yeah, a little cup there. That's where the ball joint will rest. That's pretty much the goal, is to get the ball joint to rest on that part there, right there, and then you got these for the arms, and then this is for the waist. It does, you know, it clicks together pretty well. I think that I should probably pull the head off, like maybe grab this with some pliers and pull the head off, so that I think that what I am gonna do is super glue it. When this is all the way down here, and then the you know, the body piece is on, this is really narrow. I really think like that it's going to be small enough to where when it's glued, it will hold in place, and then I'll just remember when I pull her head off, or maybe should just not. So I've got the head detached from the ball joint. I do notice that like on the inside it has this little cutout, kind of like a Pac-Man shape cutout. Like open mouth Pac-Man, and then the part that goes inside the toy, inside the actual head, is completely round. So I want to see if like this notch needs to be facing anything, and I don't think that the ball joint itself needs to be glued in, because I think because you kind of have to like move the to move the head, you kind of go like that. So I found some super glue. I did super glue her back together, but even with her body, her torso super glued together, there is a little bit of a gap there at the neck, which kind of worries me a little bit. Even I believe even with a gap, it might be okay and still will allow her head to pop on and off. Yeah, I think even if I squeeze it, there still is a little bit of a gap. Another thing I may not have done right is with her you know, legs, I don't think I'm cut out to work in the factory. I don't know. I got my own quality control issues when I attempt to put these together. So I don't know if I put that piece in there wrong, and it's already glued together. So, well, maybe if I try to do the head and it still breaks apart, then well, it's not really glued yet. I don't know if the glue is dry. Let's try it anyway. But anyway, maybe if pulling the head off causes it to break apart again, then that'll give me another chance to, maybe that thing needs to be flipped around. I don't know. So let's try pulling the head off. I'm gonna pry this open. We're not doing that today. So we're gonna pry this open. Okay, so I had a suspicion with the legs that I was because when I put this on, she did actually. Oh freaking heck! Oh, when I first opened her. Like basically, I don't know which side it was. I think it was this side. Doesn't matter. But these two came out, and this thing came out. This one did as well, but I didn't notice it. I assume because when I look at Man-at-Arms, This side is inside, so I would say, oh well, I mean, this side is facing outside, and it's, you know, they're different sizes, so I would imagine that's, you know, what is going to be the lowest. This one must go on top, I believe, because I'm only assuming because based off of the other ones. And okay, that's a lot tighter, and now I don't think she'll have that same leg issue. Now my main issue is, do you glue the ball joint in? Let me try this guy and see, does it turn? Will it turn? There's the seam, and let's see if it'll turn. Yeah, it will turn. So maybe you don't need to glue the ball joint in, but it's just that, like, I think that the issue was that the glue wasn't going all the way up to the neck and it was just leaving a space. And maybe that's just the way that she is molded. Like, she's molded like kind of wrong. And so like there's just going to be a space. But anyway, I'm getting late for work, so I got to hurry up and get ready, and I'll come back to this, I guess. All right. So I kind of think in a weird way it was good that this happened, because it kind of gives a peek on the inside of these figures. So these have like a little, I don't know if you'd call it a washer, but like this little part that it'll clip into on the bottom, and then this little part that kind of secures it and keeps it tight. And so I guess that, I mean, there's just going to have to be you have to find a positive. This is me getting ready for work. Look at this stupid keyboard. And then when I glue it, I think I'm going to glue all the way up to here, like so that the neck is really secure, because that's, and then I'm also going to like really press both sides together when I do glue it. All right, so right now I have got her glued up. I'm just going to let the glue sit for a while before I attempt. I mean, I probably could put the arms and the legs back on. I'm just going to wait a real long time before I put the head on and try to yank it off, but I think I might just remember that she doesn't like to have her head pulled off and just not pull the head off of this one. So I've got a little bit of an Evil Lyn update. I super glued her a while ago, and it really looks like the glue has really fused the like her neck back together, because when I first got it, there was a really visible gap towards the top of her neck where it connects, and I really just put a lot of super glue in there, and I just didn't mess with it for a real long time. I basically was like squeezing her together like this, like as hard as I could squeeze. So hopefully I'm gonna maybe give it like a few more hours before I try removing anybody's head, but there hopefully is some good close-up footage of that little piece. Another really quick Evil Lyn update. After finding that other little piece on the floor, I really crawled around on the floor and I found it. Her legs don't do that thing anymore, so they stay attached. So that was the right piece to put in there to make it tight, so she doesn't have her legs drop down a centimeter. So that's good. All right, so we've got Evil Lyn put back together. Today is like the next day, the day after. So I feel like the neck is a lot more fused together by that super glue. You can really see. So I'm gonna try, my ultimate test is we'll put on her head, and I'm really scared to do this because I was so traumatized yesterday by the destruction. Oh gosh, it's almost like her head doesn't even want to go on. Okay, yeah, anyway, so I was really traumatized yesterday by what happened. So I'm gonna try to put her head on, and then we'll see. So it's been about 24 hours since yesterday. Let's try this. Okay, so it does go on. Okay, but it was like a struggle putting it on. So there she is with her head on, and I'm gonna hold right here really tight when I try to pull it off. So let's try it. I'm gonna just hold it together, hopefully. My arms, oh, let me actually move my coffee, because my arm's gonna go flying. My coffee's like off to the side. Okay. All right, so she's in focus. We're gonna try this again. Come on, Evil Lyn, you can do it. After your surgery, you've recovered for 24 hours, Evil Lyn. Okay, I fixed her. I fixed Evil Lyn. So, and then let's look at her neck. I'm gonna look with my actual eyes and then try to see on camera. Yeah, it looks like she stayed together. It doesn't look like it caused her to split any. right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna like, yeah, it really looks like she did manage to stay together. She didn't look like she split. So that's how you fix an evil lyn. You really just gotta pry her all the way apart, glue her, super glue her all the way up the neck too, and then just hold it really tight together. But I don't think I'm gonna yank her head off anymore. I feel like now she's fixed, she's good, and so they are fixable. But you know what? I feel like if I would have bought, if this was the only figure that I bought and this happened right away, I think I'd be really, really bummed. But I feel like I'm not as bummed because I have a whole bunch of these, and I know how to fix it. So there we go. Adios. She works. She's fixed. She's happy, right? Oh no, she's not happy. She's still an evil, evil lady, but she like left the doctor's office, didn't say thank you, but she paid her bill and sent a gift basket. But it was all rotten peaches in the gift basket. Adios.